All right, curriculum is starting to arrive, so I thought I would do an unboxing, and as you can see, I have a lot of boxes from the Good and the Beautiful to go through, so I have not opened these yet. I have my trusty scissors, and I'm going to just start opening them. You're going to see it at the same time I am seeing it here. I'm really excited. We have been using the Good and the Beautiful since my going into 7th grade was in kindergarten. So we've been doing this or using the Good and the Beautiful for a long time. Made some changes over the years with different things, slowed down the language arts, but we still are using and love a lot of the products that the Good and the Beautiful offers. So I'm just going to start opening these up. So box number 1. Let's see what's inside. Hopefully you guys like curriculum unboxing as much as I do. I just think it's fun to see all of the brand new shiny curriculum that's out there, and just it's fun as it starts to come in. All right. Oh goodness. They packaged this really well. Look at all of the bubble wrap. Okay, so this one was one of the smaller boxes here, and this just has I have a kindergartner next year. Can you believe it? So this is her language arts curriculum from the Good and the Beautiful. I have now taught 3 of my children how to read using the Good and the Beautiful for their reading and language arts. So really excited about this one. If you just kind of do a quick flip through, you can just see it's pretty, it's simple, but nothing overly flashy. I'm not a huge fan of like the gaudy primary colors, so this incorporates just a lot of beautiful, like classic pieces of art, and I'm excited to start this with her next year. She will probably be doing the pre-K book as well, which I think is in one of these boxes too, but I'm going to set this aside. All right, let's see what else we got. Trying not to cut myself here. Okay. Once again, really well packaged. Okay, so this is the reading booster cards. This goes along with that language arts book that I showed you. This just helps solidify different phonics blends and different reading. They do like word pyramids, which I love, but they have all the phonics blends. Like this is the CK. I don't know, trying to get like the short I sound. And what's really neat is once they have mastered a page, then they get to put a sticker on it, which is something that, I mean, what kid doesn't love stickers? So there's a bunch of stickers in the back that they get to choose, and they get to put a sticker on that. We've been doing this format for the past 2 or 3 years now, and my kids love these booster packs, so those are great. Then I have a 2nd grader next year, so this is her reading booster pack C. Same concept, just harder phonics in here, and it just kind of re-solidifies a lot of the different reading. And it looks like this is a bunch of the Good and the Beautiful library books. So I'm going to pull these out. I don't know if you've ever like gotten any of the books from the Good and the Beautiful library, but they are just really well designed. A lot of them are classics, but the one thing that I appreciate about the Good and the Beautiful is they have vetted all of the books to make sure that the content in them are good and beautiful, and it's something that I pretty much trust. Anything that the Good and the Beautiful puts out and has their stamp of approval on is one that I know that is okay for me just to hand my children. So this one is the Christoph von Schmid. Got that one. We've got Men of Iron, The Secret Door, Wild Like Foxes, The Hills of Herzl. This is Wesley and the Wolves. Oh, actually these, Wesley and the Wolves and Molly and the Falcon, I believe these are a part of the level 2 language arts. So these are readers that go along with that booster pack that I had there. These are readers that you do with your student. So I'm going to open it up so you can see. That's probably not the best page. Here we go. So the bigger font would be what your student reads, and then you read some of the smaller font, so it keeps the story moving. You're able to get through more of a story, but they're still able to get practice with reading. I like that the pictures are just black and white. They're pretty, they're drawn well. And this is Sagebrush Surgeon. And this is Patterns on the Wall. So I picked up several of these books just for my 7th grader to read next year. Some of them are going to be for my 3rd grader, which would be, which one? This one. This Hills of Herzl and The Secret Door. This is a series, I believe. And these are ones that I'm going to give my 3rd grader to read just for reading practice and something that she can enjoy reading. Then we have handwriting here. So this is going to be for my kindergartner, just to teach her proper letter formation. And you can see that once again, it's just really pretty and simple. And I just appreciate how all of it looks when I start seeing it. And I know that she's going to have fun with this. She has been just itching to start school, which is really cute because she has 3 older siblings. So now that she sees them like in school, she wants something for herself. And so now she gets to dive in fully. And I know that she's going to be really excited about that. And then I also got a couple drawing books. This is Drawing 100 Fun and Easy Birds. So I don't even know what this looks like inside. So it looks like, let's set this down here. Okay, so it looks like it just gives a step-by-step on how to draw birds and different types of birds. I have a couple really artistic kids that I know will just enjoy having the step-by-step instructions for learning how to draw different birds. And then this is the same type of concept. It's Drawing 100 Fun, Easy Flowers and Plants. And so once again, it just is going to be some simple step-by-step instructions on how to draw. I don't know if this has, it says for all ages, so I would assume no matter where you're at, you know, in your drawing, or your drawing journey, it'll give you maybe some easier ones and a little bit harder ones, but they are all really pretty. They're basic, but I can just imagine my 3rd grader absolutely filling a page of paper with all of those pretty flowers. So we are making quick work of this. Let's dive into this one here. I need my husband's handy dandy X-Acto knife. I didn't have anything close at hand, so I just grabbed some scissors. All right, once again, fully packaged with bubble wrap. Lots of bubble wrap because we got a bunch of different size things. So this is, try to move that out of the way. So this is the Good and the Beautiful math box for kindergarten. Let me see if I can open this up so you can see what's inside. So all of the math curriculum has these manipulative boxes, which I love that they do hands-on math. Because kids are visual learners, right? And so they need something to use with their hands to learn manipulatives. And so these are just, they have pretty wooden numbers and blocks here. They have, looks like little cars this year. Oh, and they actually have little stands, so maybe you can actually stand the cars up. You have some counting sticks, and then you have some people for games, because the Good and Beautiful does put a lot of games into their math, which is fun and just makes the kids enjoy doing their math a little bit more. These are the reading booster cards. This will be for my kindergartner. These go with that booster pack. Let me see if I can grab it. Okay, so these books go along with this book here. So these are a bunch of like little mini readers, and I will open that up for you as well. All right, so inside there's going to be, I believe it's like 10 to 20 books. I think it's 20 books. And they're just all these cute little readers. So this is obviously kindergarten, so this is just going to have CVC words. But again, the pictures are just really pretty, and it's nothing gaudy. It's they're just beautiful little stories that talk about goodness and God and prayer and being helpful and that type of thing. And so I just love the values that they incorporate into a lot of their curriculum. And we have more library books in here. So whenever I get a chance, I love to, like I said, add to my Good and the Beautiful library, because the books, first of all, they're all the same size, so they fit really nicely on a shelf. And just once again, the pictures and stuff that are inside, if there are pictures, are just beautiful. So we have Lantern Lane, Into the Unknown, Message on the Stamps, The Little Duke, another Lantern Lane. This says On the Wings of Wonder. It's the story of John James Audubon. So I would assume there's some pretty pictures in here as well. Another Lantern Lane. So this is, I believe there's 4 books in the Lantern Lane. Clue in the Chimney, Oak Tree Mystery. So these are all Badger Hill Farm. So this is like a series. I don't know. This is book 4. This is book 5. So a couple of the other ones down there would have been 1, 2, and 3. So there is a series on these. And then there's this whole Lantern Lane. Actually, this one's part of it too. This is book 2. So there are a series of books here that I'm excited to give to my kids. Just finding like good literature for them is, they love to read, and I just want to have something for them that I can hand them that they're going to enjoy. So like I said, I'm going to be handing these to probably my son, and then these ones here are going to be going to my 3rd grader this upcoming year, so that she can just solidify some of her reading skills. She's not the strongest reader yet, so the more I can get her reading, the better for that. I guess I'll set those there because they're so pretty. Last box. Let's see what else we got. I'm sorry if it seems like I'm rushing a little bit. My kids are at gymnastics right now, and I know that I am probably running out of time. So I'm going to try to get through this box before I have to go and pick them up. All right, let's see here. Once again, our bubble wrap. And we have... So this is level 2 language arts here. This will be for my 2nd grader for this upcoming year. And again, just the inside is beautiful. I love that they incorporate a lot of classic artwork into these and do some picture studies. So that is fun. And this is what I was talking about for my kindergartner, because we don't do any preschool really. We are using the Good and the Beautiful's preschool curriculum with my 4-year-old right now, but I do it a few times a week. I don't require school for her at that age. So now that we're going into kindergarten, I know that she's not quite ready to like blend CVC words, which is where like the kindergarten language arts starts. So we'll be starting with the preschool, or the kindergarten prep. I'm sorry. We're going to finish up the preschool and then go into the kindergarten prep. Actually, looks like in the back of this one is all of your like punch outs and stuff. So this is going to have all of like your flashcards are already in the back of the book, and you can just punch those right out. It's kind of hard to see that. So we'll work through that, and it does do a little bit of like picture study and stuff in here, along with like teaching them how to write their letters. And it's just a really great program. Like I said, I've taught 3 of my students now how to read using the Good and the Beautiful, and I just love it. So I also got some handwriting here. So my 3rd grader, she has not learned cursive yet. So for 4th grade, I got her the level 3 handwriting, because they start cursive. So they do some print, but they also are starting to incorporate cursive into it. And so I thought it would be fun to have her, you know, trying her hand at cursive and having a book to work through for that. So that will be for her. And then she'll be 4th grade next year. So she has the 4th grade math, and it comes with a mental math book. So that this just kind of a couple, it's like really small sections that they do mental math every single day, just to keep the mental math sharp. I don't think I showed you the inside of the math for. This does come with a teacher's manual. I actually left it in the box over there because I wasn't quite ready to pull that out yet. But if it's starting to get to the point where you need an answer key, it does come with an answer key as well. So this is kind of a peek inside the level 4 math. I've already gone through this with one of my other students, or my son, so I know exactly what that looks like. And let's see here. So this is refining print. This will likely be for my second grader. I wanted to be able to see inside of these before deciding whether or not I was going to give these to into my current second grader, but this is looking great. She has decent handwriting, but I think she needs to work on her size. Like, it's still quite a large print, so this will be good with helping her refine it and making it maybe just a little bit smaller. And then I also got this handwriting for her. This is level 1, this was level 2. So I might start her with this one and just let her work her way through this at her own pace, and let her work through the handwriting on that as well. And we have kindergarten math. So super excited for this. Like I said, love the Good and the Beautiful math. It's very, it spirals, so it keeps getting bigger, but it keeps continuing to come back and do mastery for your student. So we have been loving the Good and the Beautiful math and their language arts. I know I've said it like 3 times, but I've taught 3 students now to read using the Good and the Beautiful language arts. And their math has been a solid program. I did switch my 6th grader to a different math curriculum last year just because it was no longer working for him, which is the beauty of homeschooling, is you can make adjustments for your student as you need to. But I am a huge fan of the Good and the Beautiful. As you can see, just everything really kind of lives up to its name. It is beautiful, and they do a solid job with teaching just some of the core subjects, and their library is awesome as well. So if you are considering, you know, switching to the Good and the Beautiful, I can give 2 thumbs up for so many of their products, and I look forward to diving into these a little bit more and deciding what exactly we're going to be using for my students for next year, and I will keep you posted.